So one looking for happiness in indulgence, other is looking for happiness in renunciation. Both are mistaken. Ubhe sinita. That's a beautiful observation. Ubhe sinita. Both of them get tied down. One gets tied down by the concept of indulgence, other gets tied down by the idea of renunciation. That is because in the object there is neither pain or pleasure. Please think. Object by itself. Name one object. By itself it is either pain or pleasure. Sweet. Just think of a sweet. Is it pain or pleasure? Just please think that way. Money. Is it security or insecurity? The same money which can be cause of your security can be cause of your insecurity when somebody wants to put a gun on your head to take it away. Please see that point. How many people think in these terms? No object is either good or bad by itself. It's neither it is security, source of security or insecurity. It depends on what you do with the object. So the object by itself, there is no happiness or unhappiness. So, since in the object there is neither happiness nor unhappiness, the person who is running towards the object looking for happiness is as deluded as even a person who is running away from the object thinking there is unhappiness. So one who is chasing the world looking for happiness is as deluded as who is running away from the world thinking there is unhappiness. That is why both ubhe sinita. That is why you understand, you can't call it a religion anymore. That is why it's not a religion. It's a sheer freedom it talks about. So objects are absolutely innocent. The whole creation is innocent. Your body is innocent, object is innocent, the whole universe is innocent. It all depends on your interpretation. To think that much, you must be smart. Because interpretations can go on varying. One day, the king was very curious. The king asked everybody, asked the ministers, the wise ministers, he said, can you tell me why my palm has no hair? Suddenly, he is a king, so he has the full right to ask eccentric questions, right? So he said, can you tell me why my palms have no hair? So there are flatterer galore, no? But nobody wants to say because suppose the explanation is rather stupid, so they don't want to dare talk nonsense. So the smart one, Tenali Raman, the smart minister, he got up and he says, Maharaj, O king, your palms are totally free from hair because you have a habit of only giving and giving and giving. When you are holding and giving, holding and giving, holding and giving, then everything gets rubbed off. So your palms are hairless, free from clean. He said, huh? Very good. Then what about your hand? The king asked, what about your hand? He said, when I am with a generous king who has been giving, I am continuously receiving. When you have been given, I have been continuously receiving. So the whatever things I am receiving, that goes on rubbing with my hand and there is no hair on my palms. I see. The king laughed. I said, what about all these people? He said, that is also explanation. There is also explanation for that. He said, how? When you God, O king, when you are so generously giving, I am so generously receiving. These fellows are cringing their hand in jealousy. These fellows are rubbing their hand in jealousy. That, oh, how can that fellow take away? And nothing is coming to me. The whole, everybody laughed. Now, tell me, is it right or wrong? Is it right or wrong? Can you say it is wrong? Can you say he's right? Understand, please. This is where comes the existential problem. Happiness, unhappiness. This language that we use, long before you know who you are interested in what do you want. That one statement, please take over and think. Take that statement and think over it. You are asking the person, long before you know the person who he is, you are asking him what he wants. Because you take for granted who he is. This doesn't begin with others. Long before I know who I am, now I'm interested in what I see, what I hear, what I touch, what I see, what I smell, what I experience, what I don't experience, what I possess, what I don't possess, what thoughts I have, what thoughts I don't have, what people I have, what people I don't have. All these things, what I have has become more important than who I am. What I have is preyas. Who I am is shreyas. Are you getting the two words? What I have is preyas. Who I am is shreyas, the absolute. What I have is relative things. So everybody is interested in having something in life. I want to get educated. For what? So that I can have a job. So for what? So that I can have money. For what? So I can have things at my disposal. Why do you want things at your disposal? So can I have comfort. Why do you want to comfort? I want happiness. If this is what your line of thinking, ask yourself a question. If you want education, where do you go? College, university, address. If you want a job, where do you go? Office of different companies, industrial houses. If you want money, where do you go? Bank. If you want things, where do you go? Shopping center. If you want happiness, where do you go? We don't even think. Why? Because our thought is muddled up by the equation, if I get educated, I'll be happy. If I get a job, I'll be happy. If I get money, I'll be happy. I get a things, I'll be happy. That is how the mirage continues. You are busy getting educated. All with the hope that I'll get a job, everything will be fine. When you get a job, you are still struggling because if I get money, everything will be fine. When you get money, if I get things, I'll be fine. If I get everything in life, I'll be fine. Does anybody get everything in life?